Welcome to the Apple of Talk.
As an educator, you might spend your career thinking about how to improve your teaching models and approaches. And while looking back the educational landscape, you will see how it changed, of course, over time. Now, what I see is an evolution in a way that education occurs in the classroom, and that has something to do with the instruction of new instructional technology. Today, we have our student guest from the College of Education of the Negros Oriental State University to talk about the advantages of the different instructional technology in the technology education. Here in the Apple of Talk, and don't miss this talk. We'll be right back after this short break.
Introduction of Educational Technology 2. When integrating technology with teaching is the process of using learning technologies, reinforce, supplement, and extend skills. Using instructional technologies allows students to personalize learning. Now, these are the different instructional technologies used in the classroom. CRT or cathode ray tube, a vacuum tube containing one or more electron guns, a source of electrons or electron emitter, and a fluorescent screen used to view images. It has a means to accelerate and deflect the electron beams into the screen to create images. Document camera, also known as visual presenters, visualizers, digital overheads, or DocuCams, are real-time image capture devices for displaying an object to a large audience. A document camera is able to magnify and project the images of actual three-dimensional objects as well as transparencies. This allows a teacher, lecturer, or presenter to write on a sheet of paper or to display two or three-dimensional object while the audience watches. Film projector. Film projector used to project motion pictures using films, an optomechanical device for displaying motion pictures by projecting them on a projection screen. Moving projector for projection of moving images from film. Films. Films is usually include an optical soundtrack, which is a graphic recording of the spoken words, music, and other sounds that are to accompany the images. It runs along a portion of the film exclusively reserved for it and is not projected. Digital imaging was developed in the 1960s and 1970s, largely to avoid the operational weaknesses of film cameras for scientific and military missions. First digital image was produced in 1920 by Bart Lane Cable Picture Transmission System. In 1957, Russell A. generated digital data that could have been stored in a computer. This used a drum scanner and photomultiplier tube. LCD, or liquid crystal display, is a flat panel display, electronic visual display, or video display that uses the light modulating properties of liquid crystals. Slide projector, an optomechanical device to view photographic slides. Slide projectors became common since the 1950s as a form of entertainment. Family members and friends would gather to view slideshows. Projector that projects an enlarged image of a slide onto a screen. Overhead projector, or transparency, typically consists of a large box containing a very bright lamp and a fan to cool it. It is also known in industrial setting as a viewfoil or foil.
Welcome back to the Apple of Talk. We have shown you different instructional technologies, and I wonder how you think about their advantages. And are they really changing the learning process in the classroom? Well, at this juncture, our guests will start to shine.
And Fox, help us welcome our mind-boggling guest. We have Miss Teola Junco
Miss April.
and Miss Joylyn.
I would like to talk on the advantage of projectors, film, strip, slide, film, and digital. I think these are all good applications, making our educational system more interactive, allowing us to have more of an input in our own learning. An example of this is that projectors, especially LCD displays, can be connected to computers in order to represent our work, while this multimedia presentation help us build our communication skills and improve confidence.
Yeah, I agree on that. In fact, studies have proven that child learns more when they are enjoying the lessons. And using projectors or by using projectors, they can make the lesson fun and exciting. Like especially when they use visual aids such as images, videos, and audios, right?
Yes,
Yes, that's right.
Yes, correct.
Well, speaking of digitals, we actually don't belong in the digital age because digital age was just in 1995. I just learned from the history of technology about 2000 years is called the interactive age. Wow.
Right. While the 21st century is called skills-based century. Now, how do you think digitals are relevant in the interactive age rather and the skills-based century?
Well, you know what? For me, just like the aforementioned projectors, digital imaging, cathode ray tube, document camera are all instructional technology that are helpful in educational manner of utilization. Though, yes, changes occur over time. Technologies like changing over time because mass inventions are going outside the spectacular.
Yes.
Yes, for example, a color-printed text is an improvement over the old tradition of a black and white color paper. Thus, it is an improvement in teaching learning process because colors are used in sophisticated way to encode information within the pictures. Perhaps, the picture now is worth 1,000 words. And how much more when pictures are moving?
In the contrary, also to mention that the only disadvantages of technology is that when you use it inappropriately. But the crisis in adopting instructional technology, of course, because not all of the students or even teachers are technology literate. Now the question is that what do you think is the reason why we need to embrace educational technology with its new instructional technology?
In my point of view, instructional technology represents an improvement of what we can do today and what we cannot do before. But what is the point? To make it clear, there are 3 reasons why instructional technology is advantage and why embrace them. First, some instructional technologies represent significant convenience of what we were doing in the past. Second, the manner of accessibility, 21st century as a skill-based age. Children are called native digital. They grow with surroundings technology, and in that way, they will also learn. And third, some instructional technologies represent pedagogical improvements, allowing you to do which you could not do before and allows you to teach the way that you can't teach before.
Educational learning is a very concern of our parents and elders. I believe that as educators, we are also concerned in ensuring the access of best teaching method where instructional technology can highly provide a meaningful learning experience of a student. Again, this is Rymar Rafols.
And I am Joan. We would like to thank our visitors for coming
Yes.
here. Of course, we are saying that make sure that technology always serves your students.
That's right.
Now, only here in the
Apple
Apple of
Talk.
Talk.